China, WANG Chuqin.
And the world number one has entered the chat. WANG Chuqin in the building, along with thousands of fans behind him. You should have heard it just leading up to this match, the chants back and forth for these two men. Tomokazu HARIMOTO and his dance moves has narrowly made it this far. It was not an easy draw. This will be a best of 7 match, meaning the first player to win 4 games to 11 points must win by 2 will take the last title of the WTT calendar year. Here's the tale of the table. They're head-to-head. 11 times they've played. 9 of them WANG Chuqin has won. Tomokazu with some big wins at the World Championships, namely the last time he beat him in 2022, just about 2 years ago. World number one has been there for the majority of this year, a left-handed shake hands attacker versus a righty. And here is Kirsten Duhatz. Nailed it! Feeling good about that. Time for the coin toss. Germany, I see you. Kirsten making Berlin proud. Wang Hao there on the coaching side for the world number one. Getting tucked in after some good hugs with Kunihito Tase. Tomokazu has been quite starring, and Kitakyushu has been a place where he's never been beaten in singles, not on the international stage. 2018 beat Ma Long and Zhang Jike. Here he's beaten Lin Shidong, Liang Jinquin, but it's coin toss time now.
You can choose between red or blue. Red or blue. Blue for you. Blue, Wang wins the toss. Receive, service this side.
So the coin has been tossed. WANG Chuqin wins the toss, chooses to receive. Goosebumps normally don't last this long, but I have a funny feeling they're going to be with us for most of this match. I'm your commentator, Adam Bobrow, and thrilled to have by my side my co-pilot, co-commentator, Fraser Riley. Good to have you, Fraser.
Let's enjoy the ride, Adam. It has all come down to this. Tomokazu HARIMOTO against WANG Chuqin in the season-ending finale.
9 titles to his name, 21 years old. Again, Liang Jinquin with a dominant record. He's tough to beat. Some heartbreaking, crushing victories over Tomo in the past. Zhang Wujin a 3-0. Zhang Wujin beat Ma Long 3-0. And this is what happened to him. And Lin Shidong had been unbeatable with the exception of Felice Ebron in front of the home crowd in Montpellier. Had won 5 of the last 6 titles, major titles, including the China Smash, taking down this man here. Now WANG Chuqin, 24 years old, 10 titles to his name, 2 smashes this year, the Singapore Smash, the Saudi Smash, and here's his road to the final.
Davey Patrick Franziska, who we know has troubled many of Team China stars, got his revenge from the Olympics there against Charles Morgard, and then beat the Slovenian surprise semi-finalist, the European top 16 champion Darko Jogic. It's been a good run for him.
Sure has been. He called himself the underdog coming into the Truls match, found his confidence by the time he met Darko Jogic. But not a lot of time left. Prize money, the biggest chunk of it is left, $700,000 in prize money to split throughout this event. 1,500 points for the champion, the trophies they're playing for, and to look at the prize money here, an extra $7K for whoever wins this match, $40,000 in a week of playing, not even 5 days, not a bad day. The fan vote, a majority, a narrow majority for Tomokazu HARIMOTO with 51% of the fan vote. You'll have a chance to cast your vote for one more match. WorldTableTennis.com or the WTT app. Tomokazu was laughing just there. I don't know what's going on. If he's trying to just stay relaxed. Yes, he's had a big win at the World Championships in 2022, but their last 4 encounters, he's only taken 1 game in 4 matches. What do you think he's thinking right now?
Well, he's been in fighting fit form. WANG Chuqin has been going through some turbulent times. He will know he's got a serious chance in this final.
So buckle up, take off them hats and glasses, because this here is the wildest ride in the world of table tennis. Love all. Right down the middle to start off quick. WANG Chuqin with the flick inside the table. you ask Chinese fans what Tomokazu has improved on the most, they'd say his forehand, and we've seen it throughout this entire competition. But WANG Chuqin taking both points on receive. That is a wonderful start for Lionheart.
Certainly is. Phenomenal timing there. We know what he's all about, WANG Chuqin.
There's this feeling of discomfort on the other side of the table, and the best of 7 settling in sometimes takes some time. You can imagine WANG Chuqin will be especially determined to end a year that he started so incredibly well. Turns his back to the table, and it doesn't matter. Staying focused here, closes out his 4th straight point.
He's looking good here against the Asian champion, WANG Chuqin. That is merciless, isn't it? All cards on the table. HARIMOTO can't play the open side. This is a statement here from WANG Chuqin. Like you say, Adam, he got off to such a great start. 93% win rate. But then, the second half, all about Lin Chidong winning 5 of the last 6 events.
And flawless at the first towel break. No eye contact there. I told you earlier on in the event that on the bus, wherever you see him around the venue, WANG Chuqin has the same tunnel vision that I saw from Ma Long for years. This is a man who knows he's got no room for backpedaling, but is going to look to clean the memory of the last several months by winning this here. Even with the soft hands on the receive, HARIMOTO sets up the point well. WANG Chuqin closes it out better.
It's crazy here how quickly HARIMOTO has become a passenger in this first game. Slow spin, but so crystal clear in the mind there, WANG Chuqin.
This is quite fascinating. Again, anyone who's looked at their head-to-head in recent history, WANG Chuqin is the favorite. But based on the most recent history, still a lot of questions to be asked. Pace into the backhand, Fraser. How you feeling right now? What do you think?
Just amazed. I mean, can you imagine a bagel in the first game here from WANG Chuqin? Only 2 away from doing so. HARIMOTO got him with his backhand, but WANG Chuqin, relentless.
When's the last time you saw a mercy point? Just curious.
Oh, I can't remember now. I've seen a few, but...
Same. It just feels like a mini disc player. Just don't see it anymore. 10-0, WANG Chuqin. Takes his chances. That or he's the best actor in the world.
Yeah. I mean, he could have been going for a photo perfect finish. You couldn't blame him in this situation, but... Wow.
I think the scoreboard, 11-0 would be the perfect photo finish for WANG Chuqin to send a statement here. Until it's over, he'll send every message he can. 9 game points left. Ooh, HARIMOTO plays the wall here with the forehand. A long way to go. Shakes his head as if to say, man, how did I get here? Yet 1 point, 1 small step in the right direction. And there it is, WANG Chuqin closes the door on what was quite a fast and dominant game number 1.
Unbelievable. We didn't hear a single show from Tomokazu HARIMOTO. He was completely shut down there in the first game.
When you're down 0-10, it's tough. The fighting spirit that lives within Tomokazu will have to come back for game 2. Look here at the Chinese fans from Yu HARIMOTO, the father who played in Sichuan. That's the father of Tomokazu. Look at the Chinese squad. Upper right, Xu Yingbin, Lin Shidong, Shang Peng, Liu Heng, Zhou Yike, Coco Chanel himself. Chen Tianyi over to the left, Minko team manager, the physio, He Zhuojia, Wang Yidi with her head turned sideways, talking to Li Swin. Roll call anybody? Liang Jinquin in the back. Liu Jichang leaning in a little bit. Sam, the videographer from Japan. Man. Roll call. Anyone I missed? Tomo, who's that? Somebody? Oh, your mom? Zhang Ling? Imagine she'll be here as well. Played for the national team in China at the World Championships. Here rooting on her Japanese son. Short side of the table on the step around. WANG Chuqin keeping the momentum.
You mentioned in the first game briefly, Adam, how HARIMOTO has really improved his forehand, but he's not getting much chance to get it into play. I think WANG Chuqin, for the most part, will try and test the recovery by playing consecutive balls into the HARIMOTO forehand.
You're saying because it's a more expensive stroke, takes more time to recover from?
Absolutely. HARIMOTO won't want to be too close to the table.
In the top edge of the racket, the ball does not come down on the other side. He's grunting, he's fighting. But WANG Chuqin, the quality he brings. A lot of effort and resource goes into, when you've been beaten by a non-Chinese opponent, how to prepare for the next time. Ooh, ooh. A little bit of frustration here. Little fortune for the homeboy, Tomokazu.
I like that from WANG Chuqin. He'd happily go 10-0 up again here. Oh, brilliant play. HARIMOTO comes in with the backhand flick. Bites the bait, if you will, then WANG Chuqin takes him out to that backhand corner. HARIMOTO can't get out after he came in.
Speaking of biting, whether you like Yakiniku or not, there was clearly a lot of beef in the room. I think more between the fans, respect between the players.
Yeah. But
there's a lot of tension in the room. Fair play. Quick acknowledgement there from Tomo.
WANG Chuqin hasn't won an event since the Saudi smash. There's a lot on this, and they know how much of a threat HARIMOTO is.
May, my goodness.
Yeah.
First half of the year. Now, do you remember it the same way I do? Lin Shidong took the first 2 games against Tomo, then he took the next 2.
That's right. So this is far from over, although the momentum here, 13 of the last 16 for the world number 1.
He fished. He got him fishing. This was a test of stamina. The legs required on both sides in this rally. I'm exhausted watching it. Look how far WANG Chuqin is still at full extension, makes 1, and that was the first time he played any ball slightly more passively. This right there just couldn't reach wide enough to get any wrist on that backhand.
But over the table, strong HARIMOTO. Wasn't a long receive from WANG Chuqin, but high enough to allow the Japanese player to come in over the ball. Right into that crossover section, WANG Chuqin suffocated there.
It's not easy to find, but there's always an answer. No one is completely unstoppable. There's an answer. The question was a tough one when it came in. I like this.
Me too. He learned from the point before where he flipped with the backhand. He got back out to that backhand position quicker and used the pace beautifully. WANG Chuqin appreciated that one as well.
Acknowledgement there. It's always nice to feel respected on the other side. Good underspin on the serve here. WANG Chuqin leaving it shorter to the forehand side. Again, in the men's game, you'll see both of these players using their backhand on the forehand side inside the table to generate that extra racket speed for aggression. Presento. Omiyage, something for WANG Chuqin to take with him when he leaves. 75% success on serve, 3 times the success of Tomokazu HARIMOTO.
Into the backhand serve.
Simple backhand serve. Why would somebody do that at a point like this?
Well, it's something different, and you know, it's such a simple service motion, but you're not giving your opponent really anything to work with or against. That's the beauty of that empty type backhand serve.
Tough to imagine someone spending a lot of time practicing receiving a serve like that in the practice hall. It'll break off the net here. HARIMOTO within 1 point. It's way closer than it was yesterday in what would become one of the most memorable matches in modern history.
That was a classic against Lin Shidong, who could have become world #1 if he would have made the final and won it. And Wang Chuqin would have lost in the semi. Wang will be world #1 after this regardless.
7 points apiece, leveled out. Tomo cleaning it up, playing the short side wisely after being handcuffed and taking it from halfway to the ground under the table. 6 of the last 8 for Tomokazu. Again, he does it. He gets there to beat him to the line and use the backhand. We talk about the expense of that forehand stroke. It still has to be as wide as can be on the way back.
He read it like a book, and it makes you wonder, will Wang Chuqin second-guess himself on that pivot going forward? Let's see.
Coming right back, Wang Chuqin levels it at 8 points apiece. It just feels that every game is so crucial in this match. Game #1, look at the score line. It was 10-0 in game #1, and here we are at 8 each. Nice move around here. Wang Chuqin raises his hand in apology here. Again, sometimes it's the edge of the racket, a little bit off the top of the net where we don't see it, but the action, you could feel the bend on the ball. Remember, they're not just playing topspin to topspin. They're constantly introducing little bits of side spin to make the ball hook and curve into an uncomfortable spot for the opponent. 2 big points here as Wang Chuqin sets up 2 game points at the 3rd towel break for a 2-0 lead.
Wasn't a bad receive from HARIMOTO by any stretch of the imagination, but Wang Chuqin, look at that. Assertive, authoritative. Tough position for HARIMOTO here, but he's got the serves.
Back to the backhand he goes, keeping it simple. Wang Chuqin plays the push right back, stays soft in the early part of the rally to open strong with the backhand. And 2-1, the world #1, Lionheart leads. Tomokazu finds himself in a similar position to yesterday in his semifinal. But here for the title on home soil, it's 2-0, the world #1, Wang Chuqin. It's an honor to be here, and here's the roll of honor. Wang Chuqin started the year off in Doha as the star contender, taking the title. Timo Boll, we miss you. Felix Legrand been very starring here. Wang Chuqin, the Singapore smash. Liang Jingquin and Incheon, Saudi smash for Wang Chuqin. Thrill from Brazil, Liang Jingquin, the dude. Fan Jundong, Alexis Legrand. Thrill from Brazil, Hugo Calderano. Dima, 2 in a row, triple crown for Tomokazu. Darko Jorgic. And then there'd be this cool series streaming live on World Table Tennis called The Shidong Show. Lin Shidong taking everything from Almaty through Frankfurt with the exception of Felix Legrand in Montpellier, where he beat Lin Shidong in the semifinals after getting his first win over his brother Alexis. 3-time French national champion consecutively. It was a very emotional, very widely watched match. Table tennis this year has been one of the best years in my life.
Me too, Adam. It's been unforgettable. And it's only just the beginning.
Third game, HARIMOTO serve. Love all.
So back for game 3. Tomokazu trying to wake up the beast. Initiate here in the 3rd. He's down 0-2 in a best of 7. But Wang Chuqin has other plans. Tough to coordinate with a guy like that in a rally like this at a time like this.
I mean, that's not a bad serve from HARIMOTO. Tight, low, changing to the reverse pendulum.
To find balance in terms of when to block and when to initiate. Ma Long Fanjandong 2017 World Championships Men's Singles Final. The most classic case of this. Tomokazu Harimoto not too proud to slow it down. Allow his opponent to attack first from time to time. But right into the middle here, WANG Chuqin. The body language says, that's it. This is what you got to do.
Change to a push, because we know how when he's flicked, sometimes he's been punished on the next ball. But WANG Chuqin over that.
It's tough when you take it from baseline either way.
And basically every serve he does is half long, WANG Chuqin, so creates that indecision.
Yeah, I feel like about 80% of the serves at this level are half long. And a timeout now on Tomokazu's side. Half long, leaving the receiver in question. Should I wait and see if I can attack? Let's hear what's happening in the Japanese camp. Packed house here at the stadium. It was MC versus WANG Chuqin fan club. The MC would say Harimoto and thousands would reply WANG Chuqin. Fraser, tough to feel like a home game.
Yeah, I feel like he's playing in China right now, Harimoto. Goodness me. Coliseum, Chinese fans here making their way over.
Back from his timeout, one serving three. Oh, back edge of the table. It's been tough so far. He's gonna stick to the plan. Again, the stoic. Can't change it, don't worry about it.
Oh, wow. It was a nice brush up there from Harimoto. He got good dwell. Let's have a look at this again. That reverse pendulum. WANG Chuqin having to really come around the side of it to prevent the third ball going into Harimoto's forehand. And that's what made things quite tricky for Harimoto.
Forehand flick, airborne inside the table. He's everywhere right now. He comes to the table strong. Again, this is the last big event of the year. It's been a fascinating year. You just saw the Roll of Honor a few minutes ago at most. WANG Chuqin taking some big tiles on that roll.
And again, just that backhand serve. Should I say backspin serve, causing a few issues for Harimoto. He just can't get any kind of rhythm. He's trying to make it for himself, but WANG Chuqin has an antidote for everything.
2-7.
Little IOU here, cashed back in as Tomo gets some fortune back. We saw some fans, some familiar faces supporting the Japanese superstar. Good length on this, nice and short. This is how you play it to Ma Long and WANG Chuqin, about 6 inches inside the baseline and low.
Yeah, prevent your opponent from being able to get a comfortable, open attacking opportunity. Make it a test of patience.
Parallel the combination, taking the initiative here, Tomo.
Yeah, he anchored the shot, had to keep the bat high, didn't have much time to work with because of the WANG Chuqin backhand. But here you see Harimoto managing to still transfer his weight. He sinks that left knee through
channeling his inner Wang Manyu.
Absolutely.
Little arc on it. Wang Chuqin likes it. The business. Right now, he is in the middle of business, Wang Chuqin. You can see it on his face. Think about how little eye contact he's made. This is a man who wants no distractions. He's had plenty since middle of the year. And distractions might be a strong word, because it's not to say that he's lost focus, but of course it hurts your confidence when players 50 in the world, outside the top 100 in the world, get the best of you on the table. But he's closer, just 2 points away to a 3-0 lead against an opponent who doesn't have a timeout left.
It all started from the loss to Morogard at the Olympics. Bit of a domino effect there, but now he seems back, ready to fight.
And it is 5 game points for Wang Chuqin to get that 3rd game en route to 4. Good move inside the table here. Harimoto never give up, his middle name, as you might recall.
We've seen him win big matches before from 3 down. Lin Gaiyuan at the Summer Series. Will he go 3 down here?
Good deception on the serve, deep to the backhand here, the reverse pendulum.
Haven't seen so many long serves from him.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens in the next game anyway.
Still in this one here. Oh, back end of the table. Wang Chuqin escapes. 11-7. He's got a 3-0 lead. And you might think, sure, according to their past history, this is what we expected. Who knows? It's not over yet. We've seen comebacks before against left-handed Chinese opponents from down 0-3. Confirmation of score on screen. 2-8-7. We'll see what happens. Tomo comes back with Wang Chuqin for game 4. Fans getting excited, 75% of the way to where they want this to be. Wang Chuqin, Jayo, there is hope for hope. The heart in the fans throughout the crowd for Lionheart. World #1 has never left the spot, or at least not for a long time, not since his last time getting into #1. But he's still showing that he's very much here to end the year strong. Tomokazu. There's Dad, Yu Harimoto. Gambare in Japanese he shouts, as opposed to Sichuanese, his native dialect. Wang Chuqin to start off game 4. So Fraser, can you tell me anything about Hungary 2022 that might encourage Tomokazu fans to keep hope alive?
Yeah, it was the inaugural edition of the WTT champions, and he was 3-0 down against Lin Gaiyuan.
What happened next?
He came back. He saved a handful of match points as well to win it in the 7th game.
Wow.
However, Wang Chuqin, and this is taking nothing away from the Dark Knight, is not Lin Gaiyuan. He doesn't seem likely to blow a 3-0 lead from this position.
I hear you. Message received. Tomo gets a message out here, though. It's red on the other side. It's not just a jersey statement. Tomo fighting for survival, but it's going to be tough with animalistic instincts like this.
It's just predatory play. He sniffs out everything attackable. Harimoto with a long serve from the forehand into backhand. Unusual, and I like the intention, but it is just dusted from Wang Chuqin.
The king of the jungle with the heart. Top edge of the racket here, a push deep. Tomo still looking for answers, will not give up. The question is, what's it going to take? It could be an overwhelming task to think about the finish line. Every point is its own war. Heavy spin, shallow, changing his depths on the table. This is one of the reasons it's so good to go back and watch your predecessors from the 90s. Waldner is the Mozart for a reason. He could do anything. He could find ways to disassemble the opponent, and you might not have noticed what it was that he changed. These players need to know the difference. And of course they do, but you have to dig deep in your pocket at times in desperation to find answers. And look at this, Tomo's in front.
Same service motion, goes a little bit wider. Wang Chuqin wanted the backhand flick, realized it was too wide to do so, too late.
Oh man, right into that body. Nearly knocked him off his feet. Take a look at the placement on this. Short side of the table, Tomo not a bad shot at all, but not enough to cause trouble here, and it's 4 apiece.
Love it. Great play from Wang. So cavalier, that put away. And again, this serve, I mean, because of the way he imparts it, Harimoto isn't always sure whether he should receive with a forehand touch, take it early, whether he should flick it with the backhand. So subtle.
Slow spin, and still Wang Chuqin manages to extend, reach out in front, and capture the topspin before it peaks. Very active play. Harimoto's giving him a variety of rhythm-breaking shots. He's gone power, he's gone placement, touch. Still in it though. It's not game number 1 scoreline, nothing has been.
Now it's a question of Wang Chuqin's composure to stay present.
Can't be much more present than that. Shuffles his feet, keeps his wrist back, and that ball unstoppable. The placement, the pace on it. Jeez, that's a good shot.
Sometimes there comes a point in your career when you're so unstoppable that you almost need something to happen in order to find a new reason to fight. Maybe it will work out well for Wang Chuqin what's happened in the last 6 months.
Ooh. Break off the net here, 3 points in front. And this isn't over yet, but the same could be said for Tomokazu, the way this match is going.
Yeah, absolutely. It swings and roundabouts.
Nobody comes into my home and bosses me around. Could be the mantra. But right now, there's one boss. The scoreboard makes that quite clear. Job still not finished. Wang Hao, you can feel it. The nostrils flaring, just breathing out with excitement here. And it is 5 championship points to end a year that he started incredibly well. The world number 1, 1 point away from showing the world that he never left. And this is how it's done. Wang Chuqin says what? Make some noise. Victory. Catch a headband. Hope nobody gets hurt in the crowd for that. Well, this was beyond clinical. Respect for the dancing man, Tomokazu Harimoto, but Wang Chuqin can bask in the sunlight and the warmth of thousands of fans that have supported him through thick and thin. They had their seatbelts on for a turbulent ride, and it's a ride that has not touched down yet. A long career ahead of this man, but to end the year the way he did, you have first-class seats to the show and a big hug with Wang Hao. The smiles from these two, the first time we've seen them look each other in the eyes and share emotion just like that.
Fantastic achievement for Wang Chuqin. A repeat from the final in Xinjiang. He beats Tomokazu Harimoto, who is in fighting fit form once more. And that will mean the world to him after the ups and downs of this fantastic year in world table tennis. He finished as he started. That is how he will look at that. Big relief for Wang Chuqin. He came in, he didn't wipe his feet here in Japan, and now he'll put his feet up on the sofa. What a victory.
No doubt about it. Wang Chuqin's focus has paid off. He can let that big head rest just a little bit. As the corners of the mouth reach out to the ears, the smile has been deserved. A long, hard road out of whatever he's been fighting through. It is a dog-eat-dog world at the top level of table tennis. Anyone within the top hundreds, but this man stands outside. Shawshank-like pose from WANG Chuqin, and a hug that's been waiting in a culture where he knows that he is loved, but to have it physically shown by his coach, exactly 200%. The points of his opponent after 29 minutes of play didn't drop a game. WANG Chuqin in form. Let's hear what Lionheart has to say.
Big congratulations, Chuqin. What a match. HARIMOTO has had a great week. What was the plan going in to play against a great player like that?
恭喜王楚钦取得这场比赛的胜利，这是一场非常酣畅淋漓的比赛。那张本这一周他的状态非常好，那楚钦赛前是不是布置了什么特别的技战术呢？
其实跟张本也是老对手了，我们从小打到大，也是对彼此非常的熟悉，也是互有胜负。包括他这一次，他近期整个的状态，我觉得都非常的好。然后自己也是把它当做一场下风球。